If only all Europeans could see what I can see now. You're looking good. Liberal friends, this has been a very dark year. This has been a year of division, of splitting up. This has been a year that has taken people apart. A year where hate crimes has grown. This has been an awful year. But there are two rays of light. And one is the Paris Agreement, and the fact that it is now into force. That we are now for real showing that when the challenges become real and understood and concrete, as the flooding and the droughts and the ruined homes, then we can act together. That is a ray of light in very dark times. And the second ray of light is actually not only masterminded, but also done by my trusted colleague, the Commissioner for Trade, Cecilia Malmström. Because the fact that we have now concluded and put into effect the trade agreement with Canada shows that Europe can form globalization, that Europe can set standards and show what we stand for trade to be the way we want it to be value-based, to respect workers' rights, human rights, animal welfare, origins of products. These are rays of light that shows that when it really matters, we can come together. The first rays of light, well, that should be the history of a morning to come. And we have a responsibility here. Because what is challenged these days are the trust in our future. There are so many people who say, well, one thing is what happens to me, but it's another thing what happens to my children. Is it a given thing? If they do what they're told, they do their homework, they educate themselves, they challenge their talents, that they can find a job, that they can provide for themselves, start a family, follow their dreams. When you start to doubt that, then you start to doubt your future. And here we come. And I think we have to be much more passionate about it. Much more passionate about the fact that everyone should have a fair chance of making it. That everyone should have the opportunities that they see now is just for the chosen few. Most of us, we take scientific reports and facts and statistics in a drop every night to be able to throw around numbers the next morning. Maybe we should, of course, never forget, but just for a minute, put it aside and be much more passionate about what we believe in. Because what we have ahead of us is not a detail. It will not just pass. Because the very, very frightening thing is that as long as peace is a responsibility of humans, it's not a given thing. It is something that we have to work for each and every day. Now we have spent decades to integrate member states in Europe. We have passed treaties, we have elaborated our democracy, so that the European part of our democracy is a real democracy. with publicly elected members of parliament, co-legislators. We have now a real European democracy, and we have integrated to our highest talent the member state in this. Maybe we should spend the next 10 years integrating Europe in the member states. Maybe we need to build the ties stronger the other way around. And this is why it is such a privilege to be at the ALDE Congress. Because here you are, all the protagonists of this process of integrating Europe in each and every member state. So that it is felt that this is where we can outlive our dreams. This is where we can build a common future, not because we, in the European institutions, members of parliament, ministers in council, will waste 1 minute, do anything that member states can do as well or better themselves. But spend all our time focused in enabling a well-working single market, which is also digital, which is also a single market of energy, of capital. That we will enable that these two rays of light of the Paris Agreement and the trade agreement with Canada will be what is starting another morning for the true liberal ideas, which are the true human ideas of equal opportunity, freedom of speech, freedom to organize, and the rule of law. And it's about you, because it's about people. And we can make it happen to integrate Europe in the member state, and therefore also in the hearts of every citizen. And that is a thing to be passionate about. Thank you.